Look at that. Not bad. New year. Trimmed up the beard. Wife don't like it too much. Too thin. To shave the whole thing. I have a round face. Fooling a lot of people. As she likes to say. Amsoil, I don't know, man. I remember when these flat brim hats came out. I was like, ugh, I don't like them. And they're all right. I mean, it's a style, I guess. But, yeah, I got this off of my first order as an Amsoil preferred customer, which one of my fellow YouTubers out there hooked me up as a distribution. He is a distributor of Amsoil and everything to do with Amsoil. Filters, oil, cleaning supplies, any type of oil, transmission oil, engine oil, obviously. They do gear oil too, which I'm probably going to buy some shortly, probably in the spring, depending on the price. But I did a whole price checkout thing, and literally for the price of being a preferred customer, again, you know, you can go and find a dealer that's selling it for retail value, but once you become a preferred customer, if you can find a retailer that'll supply for you, it's cheaper than going to Walmart. And I'm not an oil snob, but I use SuperTech in my daily commuter, and I have no problem with the Walmart oil, especially for the price. I have no problem with Walmart oil. And but if I can get it for the same cost and get the Amsoil full synthetic, I'm not going to get the advanced synthetic. I don't really need that for my vehicle. I have a very old push rod inline 6-cylinder in the Jeep, which if you want to see that Jeep, that's on my main channel, Gasoline Garage. Check that out. But yeah, if I can get that for the cost as much as Walmart oil, Amsoil all the way. Amsoil, Redline, Royal Purple, they're all good synthetic. I think actually Amsoil states on the information packet that I got that it was the first in synthetics, Amsoil. It's snapback. It's got the, I like it. It's a cool little hat, man. It was on back order, but they must have shipped it from somewhere else. But I just got it a week ago. It's been sitting in the garage, been doing organization. Actually, yesterday on my main channel, I did not film this because there's so many on the internet about doing alternators. But on the way home, my alternator, well, 234,000 miles this morning, it finally said I had enough. It was a Denso alternator. I'm pretty sure it was original. So 233,000 miles for an alternator. Pretty darn good. So I replaced it yesterday with a Remand. I don't even know, you can buy brand new, but you're gonna pay top dollar. I have a commercial account at O'Reilly's, which helps out. But originally it was $219 with a $40 core, and I got it for $156 after I brought the $40 core. Now today on the work, so this is what happens when you try to keep old stuff running. Fine, going all the way to work this morning on the highway, no problems. And I changed out a sensor for the temperature sending. It's a temperature sensing sensor. Does that make sense? Anyways, Happy New Year! Just talking about, wha-bam! It was on back order. I got it a couple weeks ago. I just haven't put it on. I gave you a shout out, my friend. There he is in the chat, Crane Spotter. He is the Amsoil guru. If you are looking for Amsoil filters, wicks, and their own filters, any type of oil, down to gear oil, 75-90 weight, hit the guy up in the chat with the blue wrench. He will take care of you, set you up. You become a preferred customer. And like I was saying prior, that I'll reiterate, I'm not an oil snob, but for my daily commuter, I use Walmart oil, SuperTech. And YouTubers over the years that I follow, there's a guy that does reviews, and SuperTech, if you don't have a high performance engine, I don't care, man. You can run that stuff and be fine. And my old school push rod, single cam tapper, I think it's like flat tapping valves on my Jeep. You don't have to run any special oil. Actually, you can get away with running 1540. So, but being a preferred customer, which I got through him being a dealer, the price per quart or per whatever you're getting is let me flip you guys around for a different view, is less than Walmart. So I just ordered oil, change for the Jeep. Yep. And one of those hats. Yeah, this hat's nice. I had it on, it's a snapback. Let me flip you back around. It is a snapback. I had it on 3. I was getting a headache, but it's pretty cool. It's a nice hat. It was on back order. I like it. Black, flat brim. I was saying the style, the flat brim, my kids were wearing it all the time, and I didn't care for it, but you know what? I kind of just got to go with it. It is what it is. I like it, depending on what you're wearing, but I got a black hat. I like the black hats because when you get them dirty and you're working underneath stuff, grease and grime don't show up on it as much as a white hat. So happy New Year to everybody in the chat. I'm still moving dirt. I guess you can call this dirt. We had some snow down here in my neck of the woods. Not too much frost in this pile. This morning I was moving all this material off the face of the wall. And the other day I was up there, I actually got a short. I was up there and filmed a little video. And I got a couple in the can, and I might drop one maybe this weekend. Trying not to drop all my videos and maybe one video or 2 videos a week, but we got one coming up talking about the tools you need to become a heavy equipment operator. And I briefly touched on it. You really don't need much. Grease gun, a good attitude is number 1 as far as I'm concerned. Grease gun, your PPE will most likely be provided by your employee. Get yourself a nice hard hat, some work boots. I touched on the grease gun, track shovel. If you're running a machine just like this or a dozer, you are going to need a track shovel, especially in temperatures as you see here with the white stuff. And this is the time of the season where you need to shovel your tracks all the time. And a grease gun. I talked about a grease gun, big time. You're going to need a grease gun, whether you're a crane operator or a excavator operator. If a machine has pivot points and pins and articulating anything for that matter, or bearings or bushings or whatever, you're going to need a grease gun. The flat brim. Yeah, I wish our local union number would have a flat brim. I have one of the hats I bought from the guy out front. Crane Spotter knows what I'm talking about. It's not a bad hat, but I think they kind of go with it's not bad quality stuff he has. It shrinks. I do know that. So I always have to buy one size bigger, especially the sweatshirts, because it's all union made cotton, and there's no aftermarket, there's no like crappy material. So the hat that he has offered for us, it's not bad. I wear it once in a blue moon, but yeah, this Amsoil's hat. Yeah, so you're going to get that. That thing's pretty, it's nice. I like it. I like how it sits high like a truck driver's hat. Look at this hair. This luscious hair. No product in it. That's why I'm wearing a hat. And I need a haircut. I like to keep the sides low, and I like the long flow up top. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm sure that's a nice hat for sure. Crane. We'll call you CS, Crane Spotter. Flip you back around. I think it's a little bit more interesting for the live. You can see what's going on. My vantage point. I'm slinging this. Eventually, we're going to go over there, let it warm up a little bit. We're going to go fire up all the belts. I'll probably run that through the processor today. I'm not firing up the dozer. There's no need today. I'm going to leave this windrow here. It's Friday, day after a holiday. Again, Happy New Year 2026. Here we are. Let's get after it. Stay warm if you guys are out and about working. And yeah, we're at it, man. Happy New Year. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll probably end up screening a little bit today later on. Actually, probably after this live, I'm gonna wrap this up, clean it up a little bit, and then probably go over there and fire up the screening plant. A little bit of frost, not bad. You know, this stuff didn't get wet, but the stuff that gets wet prior, it will create quite a bit of frost. Especially like if this melts in the next couple days. I don't know if we have any more snow coming, but the frost is based on moisture and then it gets cold, just like ice. Same exact premise as ice with the frost. You can break the frost up, but you know, when it comes to construction with frost, it's not the greatest time of the year to backfill or dig anything structural and then backfill. You don't want to backfill with frost because it's such a high moisture content. And when it times to come to the thaw in the spring, when it thaws out, you are going to have pockets of uncompacted soil, which is no bueno, no good in the construction industry. So that can make for a structural failure, and you don't want that. Even backfilling around a building, because most times you are backfilling around a foundation, you want to compact, and even if it's just like a perimeter drain around the buildings, you want to still have good compaction with the stone afterwards. You know, you throw your stone down, throw your paper down, and then backfill with common fill. Obviously, this is not common fill. This is loam. It does grow grass because there's this pal's been here for a while, so this is not fill. This is topsoil. So we'll dress this edge up here nice and easy. Like I said, no rush. Listen, wintertime in New England, if you're working in the wintertime in New England, it's no rush for anything. It's really just, especially your ground help, they're cold, machines are cold, things are more sustainable to breaking, leaking, hydraulic hoses are cold. It takes a while. It takes a while for things to warm up when it's this cold. So take your time in the winter, you know. Actually, I touched on that on a long form video about winter gear. I didn't really touch on it about the equipment, about winter time and equipment. You know, that's something we could talk about as well. Fuel gelling up and what additives to use in case you are running machines in the winter. Now, a lot of guys might know all about that, but some people that are interested in this and have no idea, that might be a video for them. So that might be a video coming up in the future. Wintertime preparation for diesels. As I have yet to see an electric excavator this size produce, because they do have small mini electric excavators, but I think that's like a niche. It's a very niche situation, because even these excavators now, like the one I'm sitting in now, has the DEF fluid, the DEF for the exhaust. So even the EPA is caught up to the off-road stuff, including this, because it's considered off-road equipment. Obviously, you're not driving it on the state highways. But yeah, we got some material, man, for the next week. You know, coming up Monday, I'll move all this big pile, let this rest for the weekend. Happy Friday, we made it. Beginning of the new year, January 2nd, you're watching this. If you're watching it live, but if you watch this down the road, Happy New Year. It is the beginning of a new year, 2026. I don't think a lot of people are working today. Highway was nice and clear this morning. Buzzed right through the city, underneath the big tunnel. Usually I have to go around depending on the time and the traffic, but usually I buzz around. Although going through the city saves them a tremendous amount of time and mileage. Going around the city isn't bad. If you leave early enough, you're fine. But sometimes cutting through the city is nice. Just buzz right on through. Yeah, if you're just popping in, you want to chat, let me know any questions, anything involved in construction. I'm willing to answer any questions. Keeps the chat lively and keeps it moving. You know, some people may be interested in this stuff. A lot of people just kind of scroll by, especially when it's such a small channel as this one is, which I'm trying to grow organically. So welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Feel free to ask any questions. I got nothing but time today. Like I said, I'll run it for a little while. I usually do about a half hour, 45 minutes live stream. I didn't post any videos today. I usually go live after a video, like a couple hours after I post a video. I do not do it with this one, so that is my schedule with live streams. When I post a video, a hard drop, I guess, or what do you want to call it, a long form video, I will wait about 2 to 3 hours after I drop that video in case there's any questions that can be answered live. Sometimes they end up in the comments section, which is good. I can answer them later on, or even comment back on the subscriber or the person chiming in. But the live streams actually help it flow a little bit better when it comes to commenting. So, but again, I didn't post any long form video today. I posted one 2 days ago. I think it was right before New Year's Eve. So I'll let that one marinate. I usually, you don't want to flood. You don't want to flood the system with all the hard lard, because what happens is they get lost. So I'm not gonna do that. Maybe 1 or 2 a week, and then like I said, even if I post 1 video a week and then a live stream, there's 2 videos for you basically a week with the lives. But you know, I was expecting this material to be a little bit more crusty, and it's really not, which I'm happy about. Like I said, if we have no precipitation, we should be just fine. Will it get cold? Yeah, like this stuff looks like a rock right here, but it's really not. Just squish it down. But you can still see right here underneath my bucket, you can still see the water. I tried to shed the top of this table as best I can towards actually behind us. I'll spin around real quick. I try to shed it where the water will continuously go down. There's a retention pond way down there, and it does kind of trickle its way down there. It finds its way down there, but it's not as easy as you think. Sometimes the material doesn't want to work that way, so you have to you got to manipulate it the best you can. But as long as you keep this relatively flat and sloped, the water will run. You know, the water wants to find a path of least resistance, and that's what it's going to do, no matter what. Water's going to find its way. So, welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, welcome to the live stream. Happy New Year, everybody. First time to the channel, welcome. You popped on a video with an excavator bucket in front of your face, and this channel, if you go pop back on the main page, it's all based on construction. So if that's something you're interested in, you might want to hang out here and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any videos. Interesting stuff, some boring stuff, but it's the reality. I like sharing like real stuff on YouTube. I don't like the brain rot stuff on live streams. I don't like the clicks to get super chats. I don't want that. I don't want, you know, whatever you want to do, you do, but I'm not looking for none of that. I don't beg for views. I don't beg for nothing. If you like this stuff, this is a black and white blue collar channel. No gray area. I say how it is, man. I don't swear though. I try not to swear because my kids do watch this, you know. So I try to keep it PG-13. Keep in mind, you know, you might got 13, 14-year-old kids, boys and girls, watch this stuff and they kind of want to learn some stuff and not just click on a video just to see somebody play, you know, Roblox. That's my goal. Tell the kids playing Fortnite. Change it up once in a while, boys. I know it's addicting though. Those games are fun. I get it. I remember when I tell my kids all the time, when online video games became a thing and you could chat with people. I'm from that generation. Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare, like PlayStation 3 stuff. And I had a PS2, Sega, all that stuff. I'm from that generation. 90s kid. Yeah, so we got a little bit of snow. It'll mix in though. All good. Don't mind it. Like I said, we're just leveling and cleaning this place up a little bit, and then we'll bail out of the back side of this. Because right now you can't see anything but this big pile. And there's quite a few hundred yards right here we're piling up for Monday. I have enough for today to screen. It is 9:44 where I am, AM obviously. And yeah, we'll do a little bit of screening, but I gotta go warm that screening plant up. Get the belts warmed up, get the hydraulic fluid warmed up. It's winter, man. It's kind of like a slow process to get going full tilt. And yeah, you can't go 100 miles an hour right off the rip like it would be in the summertime. Really shouldn't do that in the summer anyways, but like all my temperature gauges were all normal right now. It takes a little bit, you know. What are you working on? Rodriguez, welcome to the channel, buddy. I am in an excavator. What I'm working on is a pile that's been sitting for quite some time. It is topsoil, loam, grows grass, and we're screening it, we're processing it. If you go back, I got a bunch of videos, but I might stay on the live. I'll show you the plant if you hang out long enough. I just want to clean this back and flatten this out, so in case we do get any rain or snow, it can run off. But yeah, we're just processing this loam, we're screening it. We're running it through a plant, so get rid of all the rocks, any debris, almost down to 3/4 inch. No, it is down to 3/4 inch stone. We'll run off a belt, and then yeah, we get topsoil so we can rake it out to the landscapers. We put it out. We spread it out with machines on different jobs. But yeah, this is just a surplus pile of loom. That's it, man. You see, some stuff looks like rocks. This isn't really a rock. This is actually, you know, people from down south have never seen this stuff. I'll bring it close to you. But that is frost. That's when the ground freezes. So you take that frost, smash it. Now, it's back to dirt. Obviously, it's not super cold. So, yeah, that's what you got to deal with up here in New England. Yeah, Florida, I don't think you got much frost down in Florida, my friend. So, it snowed New Year's Day. Like, it spitted out some snow. And this is what we're left with. But if it warms up just a little bit, now we got cloudy day kind of. You can see a little blue sky right there, top of the screen, floating on top of the bucket. But the sun would be over here right now, roughly. And yeah, she's not poking out today. The sun would definitely melt this snow today, even though the temperature is still pretty cold. But a little bit of sunshine would melt this stuff pretty quick. So we'll see what happens over the weekend. But this pile is pretty frost free for the most part. And that'll be good for next week. We'll pile it up. We'll let it sit for the weekend here. And then, like I said, I have a little bit of material that should make me last a day by the plant itself. So let me scoot around here. Let me just level this out because I don't want to come back here today. I'm done. So let me just level this out a little bit. Look like I attempted. Well, there's a rock. That's a rock. I have a big pile of rock too. I separate, and then the screening plant does its job, and it screens out a lot of the rock. Well, all the rock actually, down to 3/4 inch. So, have a good day, my friend. Thanks for checking in. If there's something you're interested in, make sure you check the channel out when you're bored. No brain rot here. I'm not writing people's names down on a piece of paper either. I see you though. Have a good day. Later. Yeah, let me level this out. That way, in case we do get a little bit of, I don't know if it's going to rain. I don't think it's going to be cold enough to rain up here the next couple days. I have to look, but I think we're not gonna have any snow, so it should be all right. But I'd rather level it out now. Oh, you know what I forgot to do too? Is I forgot to put my mic on. I wonder if I can do that right now. Let me see. So I got my mic. Where's my mic? See if I don't know if it'll mess up the stream. It might not. It may not. I don't know. But we're gonna try. Anyways, I'm gonna pop this thing in. Put that in. Unplug. If anybody's still in here, can you guys still hear the audio? Is the audio still coming through? Just checking. Checking on the audio. Audio check. Hopefully it's working. Should have put that on in the beginning. I put it up here. Clip it up here. Can anybody hear me? Clear as day. Good. Look at that. It even blends in with my Amsoil hat. Love it. Got the mic a couple weeks ago. Should have got that years ago. Thank you, CS. Yeah, I should have bought it years ago for my main channel. Because let me tell you right now, when you're turning wrenches and you kind of go away from the camera, boy, the wireless mic helps. I've actually did some new filming with the mic. I have two videos. I got one with a starting up the morning with the screening plant. And it's nice. I can keep the camera in the machine and then kind of walk away from it. I think it's within 60 feet I can get audio. So, No, I'm not. Not today. The only thing I'll go do is fire up the plant. I want to get those belts clean and then see if we can screen some of that material. That looks good back here. That's good enough for now. I think we'll be all right back here. I don't see anything happening. But yeah, having this microphone is pretty cool. It can kind of give me a different vantage point of filming where I don't have to have, don't have to yell anymore, which is nice. Um, and I can leave the camera stationary on a tripod as long as you guys can still see, and I can still communicate and be clear, which is good. So I didn't film the process. I just put a alternator in the Jeep. It was quick and easy, 2 bolts, take the belt off. There's so many videos of that online. I decided just bang it out in the garage. I had the heat going in the radio, so Happy New Year, Road Warrior. Happy New Year, Byron. Yeah, so I did not film. The alternator on the main channel, but yeah, we're here. A little different view from last time I did a live stream. We got a little bit of snow on the ground, so I think I'm gonna go down below. Can't turn the belts on right now because I haven't even started the machines yet. Probably should have started those up, but I decided against it because it's pretty cold. So, like I said, I still have this pile. We'll see what happens with it. It's kind of full of moisture. I just moved it this morning and it's already crusty. All right, sorry about that phone call. Hopefully I'm back. The audio's there, hopefully. I'm gonna go down below, try not to slip and fall, and I'm gonna go start the conveyors up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. See what happens. Is the audio still there? Curious. Hopefully. The live's still going, so hopefully the audio is. Yeah, we're still good. I can see the green button. We good. We good. All right, let me go start this up. Oh my gosh, it's too cold. Way too cold. Let's not fall. That's all I care about. I can see this being a disaster. Potentially. Nice and low, like a ninja. Whoo! Made it. Should I check the oil? Probably not a bad idea. Let's check the oil. I checked it the other day, but let's check it anyways. This thing's fairly new, so. Oh yeah, dude, we're on the dipstick. We're on the dipstick. Okay. We on. Put the main. Put the. Oh! Oil check, fine. Let's do that too. Might as well. Oil. She's on that. Let's go. Man, it's cold. Man, I don't have my vest on. Oh, my gloves. Yes, sir. Fire in the hole. Yeah, we got to let these warm up big time. Let the hydraulic pump warm up from the motor, and they definitely need to warm up. I'm fired up, all right. What happens is it usually idles up a little bit. There it goes. All right, that's good there. Let these idle for 10, 15 minutes, warm up. Probably should have had these idling this morning, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? A lot easier going up than going down, I'll tell you right now. Yep. Yep. Okay. Back in the cab. Back in the cab. Oh, it is cold. Yeah. Yeah, there's way more frost in this pile than the other one that we just stacked up. Way more. It's all right though. We'll see how this goes in a little bit. If I start screening in like 25 minutes to a half hour, we'll see. I don't know. It's pretty wet. It might not be the best day to screen. We can always give it a shot though. Give it a good college effort, or whatever the hell they say. Did the audio work the whole way down there? Anybody in the chat? And anybody in the live stream? Just making sure the mic is still hooked up. Yep. Awesome. Thank you. What's up, Tyler? Snowy and cold over here. Yeah, so the mic did work then the whole time down there. Good. All right. Yeah, we'll let the plant warm up. Let the belts warm up. 20 minutes. I'll flip it on. What's going on, buddy? Very cold out today. Yeah, a lot of frost. What are you doing, bud? Hanging out? How's the microphone sound? Pretty good? I was telling earlier, I should have got these years ago for the automotive channel. Probably would have helped out big time. Yeah, we're gonna let this warm up. Fire all the belts up. Get all the snow off. Have a snacky while we wait. Probably go to about another 10 minutes. Yep. We'll go another 10 minutes. Okay, anybody's got any questions? Any questions or comments? Shoot them down there in the chat. Looks like a winter wonderland down here. Winter wonderland. No asphalt today. No trucks. No, one truck today. Well, one truck did dump over there, down below. Looks like old light pole bases way in the distance. Probably should scratch this free because last time I fired this up, this dirt was frozen to the belt and it didn't want to release. So a little quick, a little scratchy. Nice and easy. Just to help that belt kind of break that tension of any frozen material, which a good chance it is. Usually probably wouldn't be screening this late in the, well, it's really not late in the season. I guess it is late in the season, but hopefully that helps when I go fire it up. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Not looking very promising with that material. I'll try it though. Another 5 minutes, we'll hang out. Silicone spray on the belts. No, I think that would be like, it would almost be useless because the amount of material that's running through them. I think it would just get, it would be like, what, you know, we would last like a minute and a half and that's it, really. I'd be honest with you. I think it would just get like washed away. Not washed away, but, you know, worn out away, basically, from the friction of the dirt. I don't even know if they make anything. That's a good question. I don't know. When it's so wet and nasty, that's when it just becomes a problem. When you have dry material, you really don't have a problem with it. But like there's wipers on the back side of all these, or at least these two right here we're looking at in the screen. There's wipers underneath, like little polyurethane wipers. You can adjust the tension on them. It kind of cleans the belt, but they get worn out too, just from the friction between the rubber belt and the Teflon wiper or whatever the heck it is. So yeah, it's a pain in the butt, but yeah, I'm not going to buy it on my dime. If their company wants to buy that, I hear that. I got silicone spray at home, but yes, they do. And if anybody's looking for an Amsoil dealer and try to bypass, not even bypass, because I know you have your local dealership, like dealers that deal Amsoil, like some, mom and pop establishments when it comes to like auto parts places and stuff like that, or small trucking companies or gas stations might have it. Like more like a Snell's Auto Parts, a Napa might carry it. Not so much the big box stores carry Amsoil, but if you're looking to find Amsoil and it's not available in your part of the country, hit up Crane Spotter. He's got the Blue Wrench right now. Hit him up, private message him. He is a dealer for Amsoil, and he can hook you up. He can hook you up for, you can get a year as a preferred customer. It helps him out and it helps you out as being a customer, because when you become a preferred customer, it kind of cuts out the middleman. Not saying cutting out the middleman is a bad thing or a good thing, but if you don't have it available in your part of the country, Amsoil, and if you're interested in trying out the first synthetic leader in oil, which is Amsoil, hit him up in the chat, and he can direct you on he can direct you in a way where you can start getting that stuff right from the internet. Anybody can order Amsoil right from the app. They have an app, and through the internet, through their website. But it helps being a preferred customer. You get really good deals on buying in bulk, whether it's $100 to $200 orders. I think it's just as, if not cheaper, than going to get your Napa oil or your Walmart, any house brand oil, once you become a preferred customer. But he might be able to help you in that avenue. And if not, if you don't want to do that, you can always go to the website too. But he's helped me out become affiliated with Amsoil as much as he is. So if you're interested in that oil, get it done, because I got this cool hat. You can't buy that. You can't buy that in the stores. Couple more minutes, guys. I'm going to beat feet, go start those belts up. I think I'm going to walk around, take the safer route. I'm in my 40s. I think being a billy goat is past me, so I think I'm going to just kind of put my boots on and truck on through the snow and fire all this up. It already is fired up, and I'm going to start the belts up, and we're going to give it heck and see what happens today. We'll see if we can screen a little bit of material. I'm not going to go nuts. It's Friday. It's cold out, snowy. We'll just see what the screening plant wants to do today, and if it's counterintuitive, we'll just stack some more dirt. So I'm going to sign off for now. We'll see you guys on the next long form video. Check those out. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in construction. And usually after I post a video once a week, long form video, whether it's a ride along or a the blue collar world playlist I have. I always do a live stream about 2 hours to 3 hours afterwards, so we can discuss it on a live stream. Questions can be answered a lot quicker than leaving comments. Sometimes I do read the comments, obviously, but sometimes I don't get back to them right away. So the live stream gives an open forum for subscribers and people interested in this industry. So it gives an opportunity to talk and share their experiences and all that stuff. So until next time, guys, I hope you guys find this channel fun, interesting, and educational. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Stay dirty. Peace. Amsoil. Love it. Bye.